Hi, the Loy Machedo speaking from LoyMachedo.com. And who is Loy Machedo? The date today is 2nd of November 2015. Time right now is 6 in the evening. Now, I happen to get this email from a young man who actually asked me this question, and obviously he's right. He's saying, Loy, why should I approach you for your services for the resume? Why should I? Why is there nobody else, like if I don't take your services, I'll never get a job? Is that it? And why is it that you're so expensive? Fine, I totally think that's a valid question. In fact, I even get questions like, why are you charging so high? All we got to do is download a template from the internet. And some others are like, Loy, can you just send me the reading material from where you, copy your strategy? Okay, fine, let me answer this question. Now, to give you an analogy, okay, first and foremost, it's not that if you don't take a professional coach to do your resume or to get guided for an interview, it's not that you'll never get a job. Yes, you will get a job. It's 100%. There are so many people who are getting a job without going to a professional coach, quite a number of them. However, there are 10 times more number of people who are losing their jobs, who are not able to get their jobs because they don't have someone to guide them. The analogy, let me give you a real life experience. Now, I love taking part for running events. Now, I gave up bodybuilding, and because of my injuries, I decided to go into running. And people used to tell me you can take a professional coach or you can join groups. And I said, no need. I just need to do the same. Go online, watch some videos, and start doing it by myself. And many people don't. You don't have to waste time unless you're a professional. So for the next 4 years of my life, all I did is watched videos online, meet with social groups, and try to improve on my running. So I used to run 13 minutes a kilometer, okay? When I was doing long distance, 13 minutes a kilometer, to give you an idea, is like walking. So I improved to a pace of 9 minutes a kilometer. So that, to give you an idea, is more like a very, very, very slow jog. However, the sad fact was I was the last runner in every race, every event. I was the last guy to cross the finish line. What's worse was I never lost any weight. I was wondering, like, I'm doing so much of exercise. I am literally, I used to even practice going slow jogs from Sarj all the way to Ajman and back. That's around 30 kilometers. And I was not losing any weight. I was not getting any faster. And I was frustrated. I tried every possible thing. Finally, after all that nonsense, I happened to bump into one lady who was as heavy as me when I met her a year ago. And after I met her the next year in an event, she had lost 20 to 25 kgs and she was sprinting. I was like, how the hell did you improve? She obviously didn't give me her secrets, but she only told me one thing. I'm now training under a professional coach. So that was when it just struck me, oh, I need a professional coach. That's it. It took me months, weeks. It was crazy to hunt for a proper coach. Finally, I found one. And you would not believe, the guy, Jacques Sophie, who is my coach, Jacques Gilbert Sophie, he did everything that I was not doing or didn't want to do. I hated stretching. He used to make sure I stretched. I never did any exercise for the abdominals or for the lower back. He made me do every time the same exercise. I didn't know swimming, or even though I knew how to float, I didn't want to swim. He used to make me swim. I was like, why am I swimming when I'm not going to compete in a swimming event? And finally, I wanted to take part in a long distance event, so I wanted to run slow. He was making me run short distances very fast. Finally, I just decided, okay, fine, I'll do whatever he says. I'll just follow what he tells me to do. So when I look back now, after 10 months of just believing whatever he made me do, today I know the reason why he asked me to stretch was to loosen my joints so that flexibility would come in, the biomechanics of running. The reason why he made me, let's say, focus on core muscles is because that is what holds you upright when you're running. The reason why he focused on me swimming is because to improve on my stamina and to improve on muscle coordination. The reason why he propelled me into short bursts of energy was to induce a fat burning process and improve on my stamina. So my uneducated mind wouldn't have known all this, and I would never show the progress that I have today. The only reason I have is because a professional guided me. And today the improvement I have has been phenomenal. I mean, the improvement I'm showing, I would have never had it in my entire life. So now, the same way, if you approach a professional, you will get professional service. Now, just as you need to understand, there are some these agencies which help you get jobs like Naukri.com or golfjobs.com. Now they offer you this pay 500 dirhams or pay 700 dirhams and we'll give you a winning CV. Now you need to understand that this is not a professional service. This is just an add-on feature. Their main job, their main function is to help a person get a job. That's it. Because when you get a job, they get your 2 months or 3 months salary. It's like going to McDonald's and ordering a burger. Okay, they offer you these extra sweets or these extra side dishes, but it is not. McDonald's is a burger joint. McDonald's is not a it's not a sweets joint. So in the same way, their primary function is just to make sure that you get a job. The reason why they offer you the service of let me do your CV is for them to get an add-on, extra money from you. Now, what you need to understand is the guy who's taking your information down, he is not a certified professional. He doesn't have any experience in making a worthwhile winning resume. He's just a guy who is maybe enjoying a small little salary, 2,000, 3,000 bucks a month. All he does is takes your data, puts it into the system, types something out, and voila, it follows a template. It's just like a system created by McDonald's. Any student, any college student, any school-going high school going youngster can work in McDonald's because they have a foolproof system. In the same way, these companies have a foolproof system that any uneducated person can take your data, put it in, voila, it comes out. But if you had to take the services of a professional, a real hardcore professional, he wouldn't do it for this cheap. No way. All right. And another thing you need to understand is, just as if you pay, let's say for McDonald's, you'll get a cheap McDonald's burger. But if you go, let's say, to Elevation, okay, which is, I think, 4 times or 5 times or 6 times or even 10 times more the cost of that same burger, you get that kind of quality. So ask yourself, what is it that you are worth? Do you want to go to a, let's say, do you want someone who's professional to guide you? Do you want someone who gives you much more value? Now, obviously, you'll have the doubts that, oh, how do we know that you're worth the money? I've been doing this for 6 years now. I wouldn't survive. I wouldn't survive if I was, calling people or taking people for a ride or overcharging them. And obviously, people are not dumb. People are smart. It's very simple. You need to ask yourself, what's the end result? Okay, I've managed to achieve success with almost all my clients. All my clients, we managed to achieve these results. Yes, there are 1 or 2 with whom I've not succeeded. I can't change stupid. Okay, I can't change if someone does not listen. Okay, but I can change the things where people are willing to change. So you need to ask yourself, what do you want? If you are expecting that I, follow some template from online, believe it or not, you can also search and you will find that same template. And people would, today the internet is a very small little world that connects everyone. People would be bad-mouthing me left, right, and center, saying that, this guy took this template and cheated me, took me for a ride. Obviously, I wouldn't have more than 100 recommendations on LinkedIn. I wouldn't have people, following me on social media if I was just taking a template and overcharging. If it was just a matter of just press Google, you'll get the template and just fill in the details. Then how would I be able to survive this long? And second is, I offer lots of free tips, tricks, strategies online for free. See if that works for you. And I even tell people, if you can achieve your result without going to a coach, great. You've saved a lot of money. But remember this is the investment you need to make to change your life. It's a permanent investment. It's not like a one CV and the next year you need to change the CV. No, I educate people what they need to do for the rest of their lives. So I hope this answers your question and makes you understand what goes on into creating and crafting a CV. It is your brand, it is your image, it is you. So if you only want to spend like 500 bucks, that's what you're worth. Well, great. It's like people spend lots of money on cars, lots of money on vacations, on unnecessary things, TVs and luxury items, but they don't want to invest in themselves. Oh, goodness. And then you expect the best for free or for charity. And especially when you go through disasters, remember this. You can get lucky only so much, but after which you're going to have serious problems. So you ask yourself, do you really need a professional coach? Do you really want to invest in yourself? And if yes, if that is your, that is really what you want, then you will succeed. Otherwise, well, if you can do it by yourself, great. Or if you're ready to pay the price for your ignorance, I think then one day that is exactly what is going to happen. Because what I do is, or people like me, we're constantly studying the dynamics of the market and evolving our skills on how to sell ourselves. So if you do not know what is your brand essence, what is the one reason why you should be employed, what is the one thing in your resume that should jump out and give you that interview, well, then you're simply wasting your time and everyone else's. So Loy from LoyMachedo.com, and who's Loy Machedo? Addressing the issue as to why you need a personal coach, or do you even need one, in order to improve on your resume, improve on your personal brand, improve on your speaking or your career-based skills. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. Loy from LoyMachedo.com, and who's Loy Machedo, saying goodbye for now.